Redman is out here stirring up some serious drama, and it's wild. He's accusing Sexyy Red of giving him STDs and airing out some major betrayals. The situation is messy, and people are glued to the headlines. But where is all this coming from? Well, if you've been paying attention, Sexyy Red's name is practically a headline magnet lately. Whether it's her music, her unapologetic style, or just her being herself, she's always in the spotlight. This time, though, it's not about her chart-topping tracks or her sold-out performances. Nope, this is about Redman coming forward, with jaw-dropping accusations that have everyone talking. Let's take a closer look. Sexyy Red has been unstoppable. Her rise to fame has been fast and loud, with viral tracks dominating TikTok and fans flocking to her shows. She recently lit up a sold-out crowd, reminding everyone why she's one of the hottest names in the rap game. But with all that success comes the inevitable drama. And now she's at the center of Redman's explosive claims. What's shocking here is the way Redman is handling it. He's not just dropping subtle hints or cryptic posts. He's being completely direct about his accusations. It's not often you see a public figure go this far without holding back. For fans, it raises the stakes and leaves them wondering if there's more to the story than we know. After all, the music industry is no stranger to hidden relationships, scandals, and shocking betrayals. Speaking of Redman, he's no stranger to stirring the pot. Whether it's his bold interviews or his unfiltered social media posts, he's made a name for himself as someone who doesn't hold back. Recently, he announced he's got a new project in the works, which makes people wonder, is this just a stunt to draw attention, or is there more to the story? Fans are already speculating about how these two even got involved in the first place. Sexyy Red and Redman are worlds apart stylistically. She's all about fiery Southern energy, while he's the epitome of raw, funky East Coast vibes. But as they say, opposites attract, and there seems to be a connection here that no one saw coming. Now, let's dive into Redman's story. He's from Newark, New Jersey, a place known for its gritty, no-nonsense energy. That energy runs through everything Redman does. But his path wasn't smooth. He got expelled from Montclair State University at just 16 due to bad grades. Back home, things didn't get any easier. His mom kicked him out for selling drugs, leaving him to fend for himself. Even in tough times, Redman's hustle never faded. He started as a DJ under the name DJ Cut Killer, spinning at local parties and finding his sound. His big break came when Eric Sermon of EPMD noticed him. Redman was DJing for Lords of the Underground at the time, and Eric saw something special in him. From there, Redman got his shot, going on tour and building his name. By 1992, Redman dropped his debut album, and it was a game changer. The album went gold, earning critical acclaim and cementing his place in hip-hop. His style? A funky blend of P-Funk vibes, clever wordplay, humor, and raw energy. And let's not forget, Redman's also an icon in the weed culture. His partnership with Method Man took his career to another level. Together, Method Man and Redman gave us classics like Blackout in 1999 and Blackout 2 in 2009. They even brought us the stoner comedy How High and their own sitcom Method and Red. Over the years, Redman didn't just stick to music, he acted in movies, lent his voice to animated shows, and even appeared in Seed of Chucky. Despite all his ventures, Redman never lost touch with his roots. Newark's grit and authenticity are at the core of everything he does. Sexyy Red's story, on the other hand, is completely different. She's a bold, unapologetic queen from St. Louis, bringing Southern heat to her music. Her beats are heavy, her lyrics are raw, and her confidence is unmatched. Sexyy Red is all about embracing her sexuality and doing things her way. She's not here to follow trends, she's here to set them. What makes her rise so captivating is how fearless she is. Sexyy Red doesn't shy away from pushing boundaries. Her lyrics, her image, and even the way she interacts with fans are all designed to challenge traditional norms in hip-hop. She's empowering a new wave of artists to be authentic and to embrace their individuality, no matter what anyone thinks. So, what happens when these two seemingly opposite worlds collide? You get a mix of fiery Southern energy and gritty East Coast vibes. And here's where it gets really interesting. There are whispers that their connection might not be strictly professional. The music industry is full of late-night DMs, chance, meetings at after-parties, and connections that go deeper than what we see on the surface. Rumors are swirling that there might have been more between Sexyy Red and Redman than anyone realized. And then there's the big accusation. Redman is claiming Sexyy Red gave him an STD. He's not holding back, and fans are left wondering if this is just drama for attention or if there's some truth behind it. These kinds of rumors can be career-changing. Redman's accusations are serious, and they've got everyone talking. Could this shake up the industry, or is it just another messy chapter in the unpredictable lives of music's biggest names? One thing's for sure, when it comes to Sexyy Red and Redman, nothing is ever what it seems. The drama is only just beginning, so keep watching, because this story is far from over.
You might get around other people that's still doing what you're trying to quit from. So it's not just about quitting. It's about allowing yourself to get around from the distractions.
Redman publicly discussed his celibacy journey, which is as deep as his bars, for more than 2 years. You may be wondering why, so here's the answer. It began after a difficult breakup and a 7-year divorce. He wasn't just dealing with the drama in his love life. This personal roller coaster also affected his music career, delaying the release of his Muddy Waters 2 album. During this time, Redman practiced celibacy for a solid 2.5 years. It wasn't just about making love, though. He also quit smoking, which he said was the best thing he could have done in his life.
Straight 2.5 years. And it was the best thing I could have ever done in my life. Celibacy, 2.5 years, no smoking, 2.5 years.
He claimed that by eliminating all outside distractions, he was able to concentrate on developing both personally and artistically. His creativity began to flow more freely without the pandemonium surrounding him. But let's not mince words. This wasn't an easy task for him. He found it difficult to resist the temptation, and sometimes being alone himself drove him a bit insane. He also acknowledged that in order to get through some of those difficult moments, he needed to communicate to God. Redman persevered, even though not everyone could, and ultimately, the serenity he discovered was just what he needed. He benefited emotionally from this whole celibacy issue, but it also improved his music. His album Muddy Waters 2 came out at the same time that he was undergoing this metamorphosis, demonstrating how personal development can truly inspire great work. However, despite all of Redman's fasting, he is currently involved in these rumors about Sexyy. And while it's not entirely crazy, Sexyy does have a way of keeping people on their toes, and Redond, for all his calm-down vibes, is familiar with the erratic realm of hip-hop relationships. Although there isn't any concrete proof to support this, let's not pretend that these kinds of unexpected hookups don't occur in the industry on a regular basis. At this point, it's all conjecture, but with Sexyy Red being as controversial as she is, this wouldn't even come close to breaking the top 5 craziest rumors about her. Hip-hop has a history of unexpected connections that keep fans guessing, such as unexpected cross-generational relationships. For instance, consider Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim. Their relationship was more than simply business in the past, and their chemistry had the entire industry talking. When rumors of Nicki Minaj and Nas's alleged relationship first surfaced, fans were shocked because it was such an unexpected pairing. Nicki was at the height of her bold, flashy era, and Nas was a more reserved lyricist. Similarly, Megan Thee Stallion collaborated with Beyoncé on Savage, which united 2 generations of Houston greatness and gave fans everything they didn't know they needed. Despite the fact that it was unconfirmed, the rumors alone had everyone talking about how hip-hop connects artists in unexpected ways. Therefore, if a relationship between Sexyy Red and Redond were to develop, it wouldn't be the first time that the culture has taken us by surprise. So, here's the thing about Redond and Sexyy Red. We are all aware of, for the past couple of years, Redman has been on his celibacy grind, concentrating on himself, clearing his head, and sticking to his course. However, with all the rumors circulating about him and Sexyy Red, we're wondering if this whole celibacy thing has anything to do with what's actually happening behind closed doors. The underground sex scene in hip-hop is a whole other level of complexity. Many of these stories remain behind the scenes, and it's not always about what you see in the public eye with Redman and Sexyy Red. Perhaps there is some secret connection, or something that caused him to reconsider his position on relationships and intimacy. We know how the hip-hop world operates. There's always more to a story than what's on the surface. Another aspect of that secret realm that fans may not always be aware of could be their possible involvement. What do you think of Sexyy and Redmond's relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.